From branding in Asia, so I was really happy to see that during this time, because obviously it's helping people to think through things. But we often think of ROI, return on investment. And what we've got to look at this time, during the scenarios that are created for us because of COVID, what we have to think about is not ROI, but ROR. Return on relationships. Again, let me just quote for you my article. I think it's the easiest way to go through here. Our clients always expect an ROI on their spend. Doesn't matter what industry. So that it was a value add to using our services. We expect an ROI from our team members, delivering greater value from their services than what we pay. We expect ROI from our service providers too, so that we can mark up and on-sell for profits. It's a basic capitalist model. No issue there, nothing wrong. Yet ROI is not always sustainable. And COVID has shown us just how quickly things can go from mainstream to topsy-turvy to absolutely chaotic, all in the blink of an eye. So my question, where is your ROI now? Down the toilet. But it doesn't matter at this moment. What matters is something a little bit deeper. The human connection that we all have to each other, including the entities that we interact with. As we quickly have transitioned from office to home, and we find new ways to interact, remember, at the heart of everything is still communications. And that is what we term H2H, the human-to-human approach. Deeper than this, though, is how we now go about cultivating and retaining an ROR, or a return on relationship. Return on relationship is the cumulative value you get from growing strong relationships with your stakeholders. It's not the benefits you get today. It's the value of these relationships into the future that really matters. It should be an ongoing business initiative, but for many it has now come to the fore simply because of what has happened with COVID. But that being said, it's never too late to start developing those relationships again so that you're leveraging for the future. In terms of my industry, we always say that public relations is an awareness tool, not a sales tool. So if you are using PR intelligently and intuitively at this time to develop your ROI, you're doing well. Are you building those relationships with your stakeholders? Not for gain now, but simply for leverage later. Are you supporting your community through essentially curated messaging to share empathy with them? Are you a pillar of support for them? At least, at the very minimum, a flickering light at the end of a very long tunnel. Are you finding innovative and realistic ways for stakeholder outreach? Simply put, and the question is, are you still communicating, and are you doing that in a way that embraces and supports community values, showing your corporate citizenship, big or small? Doesn't matter if you're a multinational or a one-person operation. Are you showing your corporate citizenship as caring and civic-minded, or are you failing in this endeavor? If you're failing, you have a whole new level of crisis to look at. Your messaging becomes important. Remember your stakeholders in times of need, because they're going to remember you too. Using your communications initiatives to reach out to them, keeping them informed, offering them support, be it emotional or physical. During this time, I don't mean business support as the only option for what you do here. Your business premises may be shut, but your guiding principles and your concern for all stakeholders should not be. We can never forget, and we certainly cannot ignore the stakeholders that we have. We need them after the crisis over, just as they potentially and hopefully need us too. We need to continue building those relationships, and that is where ROR comes in. During the crisis, you need it more than ever. So, the crisis management stakeholder outreach response, you need to find ways to continue to build strong relationships that lead to stakeholder loyalty, even after the crisis is over. So my question to you today, and I'd ask you to take a moment to reflect on this. What are you doing today as an individual, as an organization, as a brand, to extend your return on relationships? That's the main question. From a crisis management response, how are you utilizing this to buffer and to leverage advantage for the future?